Hello viewers, this is a 2002 Honda CRV. It's got about 220,000 miles on it, and I picked it up just a couple of days ago. So today our first order of business is going to be to replace the air filter, replace the oil, and put a new oil filter on. The air box is right here. It's secured with five little screws or bolts and two little bands on these hoses. I'm going to remove all of those. The viscosity rating of what oil you need is right there on the top of the cap. I'm going to be going with Mobil 1 brand, and the oil filter itself is tucked up down here on the left hand side. And let me get some more light for you so you can see it. Yeah, I'm looking between the front bumper and the front tire right now, and that little bit of blue is your oil filter. So reach up in there and take it out. Took me twice as long just to get this oil filter out. Look at that, I dented the thing on the side, pulling on it so hard. So I will take the new oil filter and fill it up with a little bit of new oil as well. Put it on, not quite so tight. And I think part of the issue is I don't think this oil's been changed for about 6,000 miles. So it's a little bit old. As usual, I'll put a link to this down in the description, but you can just go to any sort of auto parts store and they'll have this here waiting for you. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to work. So the 2002 CRV needs 4.4 quarts of oil. As you can see, we're just shy of that fill marker. And from my fill up, it looks like I'm at about 4.2 quarts that I've poured out. So I'm going to top this off and then we'll do some finishing touches. All right, that is it. Easy enough. This is something that I do on every used vehicle that I pick up. You know, even if it doesn't need an air filter, it's something that I like to do. It just makes me feel more comfortable knowing that I've gotten that out of the way myself. And in this case, I don't think that the oil had been changed in about 6,000 miles. So it's good that we did it now. After this, it's on to focus on, big problems, but that doesn't mean that you can't get some simple comforts. This has kind of a traditional radio, so instead of pulling that out and putting a double DIN in, we're gonna get this old 12 volt and replaced here with a Bluetooth connector that'll also charge my phone. I'll probably put a phone mount somewhere in here as well. And then also, I noticed that my fuel economy wasn't doing very good when I was driving it home, and it actually threw a check engine light, which made me concerned. But upon refilling, they never gave this thing a gas cap. So I've ordered one, and this should hopefully be able to get a good seal and make that engine code go away. If not, then there might be some bigger problems, but it idles just fine. There's nothing that really pops out that would be an issue. Maybe an O2 sensor. I have a feeling that it's that gas cap. So I've already ordered some parts that are going to be needed for the rest of the work that should be done. I took a quick peek underneath the vehicle, and it looks like the carrier bearing and the seal, the grommet that goes around it, is heavily worn. So there's potential that needs to be replaced, especially because I hear some rattling underneath the vehicle. We got some new CVs. The CV on the right hand side of the vehicle is leaking. I think the boot is ripped. Some additional tie rod ends are probably needed, and definitely some shocks. The struts rather. The shocks themselves are completely dead, and I think that the vehicle is riding on the springs themselves. So a new set of struts, and then of course I forgot this, a new set of rotors for all four wheels, and some brake pads are in order as well. All in all, that's not a whole lot of work that needs to be done on a vehicle that's almost completely bone stock after 220,000 miles. That's to be expected, and there shouldn't be any engine work that needs to be done because the previous owner redid the timing and did the water pump. So I'm very happy with this. I think this is going to make a really good four-wheel drive, all-weather commuter and daily driver. The all-wheel drive is going to be good in the winter. The gas mileage is going to be good for long trips. And basically after all the things I mentioned are replaced, it's just going to be about tracking down the little things and then replacing the windshield. So I'm going to go take this for a quick drive, make sure everything is good. Other than that, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. One thing my roommate recommended to me, and he had learned this from his dad, is every time that you change your oil, reset your trip A to 0, and have your trip A be how long you've traveled since your last oil change, and your trip B be how long you've traveled since you last fueled up. So that's it for me. I'll get back on the road.
It sounds good.